Hey, divas and queens. It's one of your hosts, Larry Saperstein. You know, I would say I'm the more queen-like host. And to my right here is the more diva-like host, Bellotti. Hello.
Hello, Larry. That was interesting.
I thought that was lovely to say.
You're the queen, and I'm a diva.
Divas and queens.
Okay. Well, you look like
and queens.
You look like a sexy lumberjack today. I love it.
Metrosexual. No, that's not metrosexual.
Nope.
What is the one with the lumberjacks? There's like a.
What?
There's like a. Is it like lumberjack sexual? There used to be. This is probably like from like the 2010s. There was like a trend where everyone was like sexy lumberjack.
Okay.
And it was like, it became its own like thing.
Interesting. Well, welcome to
Let's Talk About That.
All systems are a go.
Talking database activated.
Begin in 3, 2, 1.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what? Let's talk about who? Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about that.
Girl, I cannot believe we are talking about that.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Let's talk about that.
I don't know. That's just what I remember.
I don't remember that at all. But we have a fantastic guest today. But before we get to her, let's talk about us.
Let's talk about us. You know, speaking of sexy lumberjacks.
Yeah.
It is lumberjack fall.
Yes.
Do you think it's brat autumn?
No, I think Charlie XCX said the brat summer is dead.
She said that?
Yeah, she did.
I didn't know that.
She declared it over. So.
Brat summer has been died. She died.
It's been put down.
So you're not endorsing the brat autumn. What kind of autumn is it for you then?
It's just autumn.
It's mini golf autumn.
It is mini golf autumn because let me tell you that we went mini golfing for probably the first time I can remember, like mini golfing.
That is ridiculous, crazy to me.
Why is that ridiculous, crazy?
Because I used to go mini golfing all the time.
What do you mean? Well, what else was there to do, girl, on Long Island?
Excuse me, I lived less than an hour and a half from the most exciting city in the world.
You grew up in Long Island. Honey. You didn't grow up in Montecito.
Less than an hour and a half from the most exciting city in the world. I said what I said.
Right, but the most exciting city in the world is Los Angeles.
No. Los Angeles may be a region, but she's not a city. She's a region.
No, Los Angeles is a city.
I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I went mini golfing a lot.
Okay. Great. Good for you. I did not. So this was my foray into it, and I had a wonderful time. I loved it. I loved it.
What was your favorite part of it?
I don't know. There was just a certain joy in watching everyone else do it. So we went with like a group of 4 people. And I really enjoyed watching everyone else struggle.
And you say that everyone else struggled, but you did not. That's what
right.
That's what you're
well,
really
I did very
at.
well. I beat you by 2 points. I did. I beat you by 2 points.
But weren't you tied?
No.
With someone else?
No, I beat you by 2 points.
Maybe was I tied?
No.
I was just in the bottom.
You were just last, yeah.
I was eliminated.
Yes, you were eliminated.
She lip synced for her life and she was sent home.
Yes, exactly.
Well, mini golf is fun. I think this mini golf place is cute.
I thought so too. I hadn't seen any other mini golf places in Los Angeles before. And this one, I was told it was a little rinky-dink beforehand, so I was very pleasantly surprised when I showed up and it wasn't.
Yeah, it was not rinky-dink.
I enjoyed it. I liked the theming. I liked the course.
Very, very castle-esque.
Yes, and there's
fairy tale-esque.
There's a lot of there's multiple courses for us to try, so we'll have to go back.
There was a windmill.
Yes, there was a windmill.
In true mini golf fashion. There was no loop-de-loop though.
What's a loop-de-loop?
Sometimes on mini golf courses, there's like a loop. And you have to it's like a small little loop, and you have to get the ball over the loop.
Oh, like a roller coaster.
Like a roller coaster.
Okay,
but mini golf.
Okay, well, yes, there was not, but maybe there's one on the other courses.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Yeah. It's October, so
It is October.
which is Halloween.
Over October.
Yes, honey, Halloween season.
Halloween season. We have to figure out our Halloween costumes.
Oh my God, we're a little behind on that. I really do want to do the Zelda idea. I
Okay.
think that was really fun.
So you want to be Zelda?
No, I
Is that
don't
what
want to
you're
be
saying?
Zelda.
Who do you wanna be?
Honestly, drag is like too much effort.
Yeah, I did it last year, and I don't want to do it again this year.
It's like
I'll just say
it's
that.
just a lot of effort. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And it's not something. And that's
I
how,
wasn't able to like really have fun. Like it was fun to be in drag, but I wasn't able to like just relax and have fun at the party because I was too focused on like my feet hurting
Yeah.
and like my
I know.
breastplate.
Believe
like,
me, I know, girl. I was Elsa one year
Yeah.
when Frozen came out, and I was corseted, heeled up. You
Yeah.
know, it was a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think we could do like Zelda-inspired costumes. Like,
But which character would you want to be?
well, like you could be Ganondorf, and I could be Link.
honey. So you just want me to be the ugly, gross one?
Well, you know,
We could do Harry Potter.
we could do Harry Potter, but that's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
Because today we have an unbelievable, phenomenal guest. Okay?
Absolutely, abso-fruitly.
Our guest today was voted most likely to be in High School Musical 4 when she graduated.
Yes.
Our guest today is a stand-up comedian, improvisational comedian who performs with people like Arsenio Hall, Craig Robinson.
Melissa Villasenor.
I mean, she is a true talent. She's a social media queen. She's blown up and is an internet star now.
And honestly, Jacob, you are a huge fan of this person.
I am a huge
I mean, I'm a
fan.
huge fan as well, but you are a real, true, diehard fan.
I know. I talk about her all the time in our personal life.
Yeah.
So please welcome to the podcast, Leah
Leah
Knauer.
Knauer.
Right after this. Diva moment. Leah
right.
Knauer, welcome to
Hi.
Let's Talk About That.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming. We love you.
I love you
We are
guys.
obsessed. I don't think you realize how much we talk about.
Oh my god,
you.
tell me. Tell me
We're
everything,
kind of
please.
like stalkers in a way, like kind of a little obsessed with you.
I'm
Well, one
honored.
of us
Tell me
more
more.
than the other.
Okay, well,
Oh, okay. I love it.
Jacob's a diehard fan.
I am. I promote you to
you.
everybody I know. It's
That's
true.
so sweet. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Well, you're just so funny and so talented because we met you last year and you were doing musical improv. You weren't even in the troupe that was performing. You were just guest performing in it. And you were by far the standout
okay,
star
don't let
of
them hear you say that.
I know.
But I love that. Thank you.
No, I'm the opinionated one on this podcast.
Controversial.
And musical improv's like your thing, right?
I love it so much.
How did you get started with that?
So I'm a big musical theater nerd, as I know.
T.
Yes, yes. You have literally a periodic table of Broadway musicals
I do,
on
I
your
do.
wall.
There's a periodic
which
table of
I
Broadway
want to talk
musicals.
about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that. We can talk about it.
But yeah, I've always been a huge Broadway nerd. I'm almost always listening to show tunes. And then I started stand up when I was 19. I was doing like regular stand up. It was fun. It was great. Brought me confidence and networking and all that kind of stuff. Then it wasn't like making me happy anymore. So then I started doing musical improv, which is so much fun. And then I hit a point where I was like, wait, why don't I take this solo and take it to the stand-up stage, to the comedy clubs? And now my stand-up is like doing solo musical improv, making up songs about the crowd. And it's so much fun.
Do you bring like an accompanist when you go solo?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Branson Nejame, he's so fucking talented. He's my
Work.
go-to. Yeah, he's so good.
So like walk me through a set. So you'll like it's all like based on crowd work and like talking to the crowd and how do you make a song about someone like when they are just I don't know, what kind of questions do you ask?
I
them
ask
to-
myself the same thing every time. Like, how do I do this? Why do I do this? Basically just getting their name, trying to think of a rhyme with that, and then asking them questions about themselves and kind of like positively roasting them.
Right.
So I usually start with that, like getting to know the crowd, getting everyone warmed up. I give them the mic at times. It just feels like everyone's like a part of something and something that can never be repeated, which is what I love about it. And then I also will get suggestions. I'll be like, okay, this is a ballad, but what is a ballad that would never exist? And it's usually something about dildos, which I love. But yeah, it's very fun. I never know what I'm going to do. And that's what like makes it very exciting for me.
My God. I mean, like, so listen, here's tea, right? Like when comedy happens, when stand-up happens, a lot of times people like resorting to song is like, you're like, like this is the cringiest thing ever. But you are in a completely different league. Like, I mean, completely like, and the fact that now you do this musical improv on stage and has become so successful. You perform at the Hollywood Improv with names like Arsenio Hall
Iconic.
and Craig Robinson and like all of these ginormous comedian giants, and you are a part of that.
Thank you.
And so like, I feel like we need to do a little musical improv, I think, on the show.
Can you like teach us how to do this?
Yeah.
Like a little let's talk about that crash course.
Oh my God, why am I instantly nervous? I'm sweating. Does someone play the piano?
Well, there's
do
we have
have
a
a
beat?
piano
Do we have a
right
beat?
here.
Or we can play a little musical improv game. Might be a little easier.
let's do a game.
Okay, let's
Okay.
try that. Let's try that.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's called Beastie Rap. So you know how the Beastie Boys, they like rap and then they all say the same word.
Okay.
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 You know how they
okay,
do that? Okay. So this goes da 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 da. We are on Let's Talk About That. Da,
We
da, da,
are
da.
talking about
Wait.
everything that.
Wait. I'm just showing you how to do it.
Okay.
So talk about that. Then we go da 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 da. Then you would go and rhyme with that. Da 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 da. And then
So we
you
all
would
say da 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 da
da da da.
In between.
And then we're all rhyming with the last word. So in this
Okay.
case, it's that. And then what you really want to do is set it up so that people kind of know what you're going to say. So
Okay.
it's Halloween. I have a bat. Da, 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 da. You know, bad example, but still an
Okay.
example.
Okay, I get it.
Okay.
And then it comes back to me. Hey, you guys wanted to do this.
Yeah,
This is
yeah, yeah.
terrifying.
No, I'm
No, this
ready.
is-
I'm
No,
ready.
no. Okay.
I'm in an
And then it
element.
comes
Okay,
back to
all
me. I end it, and then we go switch it up, switch it up, switch it up, and
Okay.
then you start. You can say any sentence.
Okay.
Doesn't even need to be true.
Okay. So,
Whoa.
all right, let's start
I'm
with the one
terrified.
we just did.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Da 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 da. We are on. Let's talk about that. Da 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 da.
Larry should have worn a hat.
Da 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 da.
If I wear hats, I look real fat.
Da 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 da. The past tense of sit is sat. Da 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 da. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up.
We are sitting here rhyming on the pod.
Da 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 da.
I don't know what rhymes with pod. Oh,
Da,
God.
da, 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 da.
I dress real vintage. I dress real mod. Da 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 da.
I think we should have a blog. Da, 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 da.
Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up.
This game is really terrifying but fun.
Da 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 da. I like to wear my hair in a messy bun. Da 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 da.
I hope no one has a gun.
Da 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 da.
I think Leah clearly won.
We did it.
Oh, okay. I got the hang of it. I got the hang of it.
Improv on the pod.
That's pretty fun.
Isn't it fun?
That's pretty fun.
That was
really
fun. My God.
And that, I mean, it is kind of a rush.
It's a rush.
because it's like you have to figure out what to say, but there is a very finite amount of time that you
Yes.
have to make a decision.
Yes.
And if you don't make the decision quickly enough, then you are like fucked.
Yes. Now imagine 200 people watching you do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Energy.
Right? No, it's exhilarating.
Okay, wait. So you do musical improv for like most of your sets. Do you also like write jokes when you go on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have stand-up jokes. I mean, I did stand-up for like 8 to 10 years, so
Right.
like, typical jokes. So yeah, sprinkle them in. I also do impressions. I do impressions in there, but
Yeah. So you're like kind of the impression queen. That's like
Thanks.
kind of what you're known for right now. And so like who are your top three?
Oh, easy. Jennifer Coolidge.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, wow. It's an honor to be here. Wow, I just love you guys. Oh, or, oh my gosh, Drew Barrymore.
Oh my goodness.
It is so good to see you guys. I love you. Who's number 3?
She's in the room with us.
I know,
right?
I felt like
It kind of she
here.
takes over. And then I think third would be Anna Faris.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't know. Okay. Ooh.
And how do you like find, so finding those people, is it because you like love them and you like work really hard at making an impression of them, or is it just like what comes naturally to you? Like, what's that process?
A little bit of both. I've always done voices of people, but really I started posting them and like really trying to work on them about 2 years ago. And now I do over 50 celebrity impressions.
Work.
Some are better than others.
Work.
But yeah, it's always people I love, because otherwise it doesn't feel good. Like
Right.
I'm emulating them. So yeah.
I love
Key.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Do
Now,
you guys do impressions?
a few.
Girl, I can barely act sometimes.
I had a very specific one that I was good at when I was younger.
Who
and
is it?
was but it's like so specific. It's the announcer who used to do SNL.
Oh,
The one
yes.
who died. I can't remember his name now.
Don, wasn't it Don? Something. I know
can't
who you're
remember.
talking about.
But he
yeah.
used to do like the, it's Saturday Night Live.
Uh-huh.
And so I used to be really good at that one.
We got to hear it.
Yeah, okay. It would be like with who's someone? Maya Rudolph, Kristen Wiig.
Yes. Can you
Wait,
say
don't they still do that? Or
They
is
still do that.
Yeah, but it's a
a
different
new
guy.
guy.
Now. It's a new
Okay,
guy,
I
and he's
see.
not as good. He's not as good.
Oh,
Wow,
okay. Well,
savage.
well, we'll call him up.
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
That's really good.
That's great. No,
Larry?
I don't do impression.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'm like just kind of entering the world of comedy because I was really like an actor, like musical theater, dancer, actor, all that. But I feel like living here and like after being on a show, I'm just trying to like branch out and find new things. So that's why I started like the comedy stuff. But I feel like I fall more into the world of like sketch comedy,
okay.
and it's like, because I'm in the Quick and Funny Musicals group at UCB, so it's more like just doing a musical, and it's just kind of like acting in a musical rather than like doing like improv or musical improv. But there are people in the group that do music. The people that you've done
Oh, I'm sure.
shows with,
Yeah.
Greg and all those people.
So have
But-
you done musical improv?
No, I have not.
Would you? I feel like if you love musicals, I feel like you're naturally be good.
I mean, I'm open to it. I think I would just need to like take some classes.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I would be nervous to like go up on a stage and have no like, no foundation
No
of like
plan.
how to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary.
But Jacob really wants it. You want to do it.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
like very into that stuff.
Oh, I love
think That
it.
stuff is so fun.
It is so fun.
And I always liked improv. That was like always like something I gravitated towards and was decent at. So, that was something I definitely would be open to exploring. Are you still part
so
of the musical improv troupe? It did have a fabulous name. I will say that.
Oh, do you mean Adele Dazeem?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Adele Dazeem.
Oh,
yeah, we still
yeah.
perform.
What an
Work.
amazing
Thank you.
name.
Thanks.
I mean,
I know,
We're
that
proud
was
of that.
funny.
it hooked me right from the
Yes.
beginning. Adele Dazeem. I think that's so fabulous.
It's always really fun saying it too because I say it and then I wait for a second to see if people get it.
Yeah.
If they get the reference. And whenever they do, they love it. It's like a
Yeah.
10-year-old reference at this point.
It is, but
10 years?
Well, 'cause
I know,
it's
right?
from when Frozen like was first coming out.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Right. So it was like that first year of
I
Frozen.
think it was 2012 Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I remember on Drag Race we had a Idina Menzel once and we made the joke or she made the joke, I think.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember, but
It's
Why is it that the Oscars always have the crazy fiascos, but
You're
the other
so
award
right.
shows don't?
Because
Like,
actors
that's
are
tea.
messed up in the head.
But like, so the Oscars had Adele
That's also
Dazeem.
true.
The Oscars
I
had
agree.
Thank you.
Yeah. I live with
All right.
Yep.
And I am one.
But it's not always like, well, okay, I guess. So the Oscars had the Adele Dazeem, fiasco. The Oscars had the La La Land
Yes,
fiasco.
Moonlight.
La La Land Moonlight Best
Yes.
Picture winner.
The slap.
And the slap.
The slap.
But I can't think of one crazy fiasco moment from other award shows like to that same extent.
Wait, I just want to talk about the slap
Yeah,
real
wow.
quick because
Yeah, let's talk
did
about
you
it.
watch it live?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
me
do you
too.
remember the confusion?
Yes.
The what is
Yes.
happening?
Yes.
And then that was when Twitter was like the biggest thing ever, and so everybody was on Twitter.
Yep.
Pre-X.
Yeah, pre-X. Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
That is like one of those pop culture moments that I don't think I'll ever forget.
Yeah. I screamed out to my boyfriend who was like in the other room. I was like, "Oh my God, this just happened." He was like, "No, that was scripted. That was planned." I was like,
Right.
No.
Everyone thought it was a bit.
I
I
thought it
know.
was a
You
bit.
could feel the energy though, where it was like there something wrong
Weird,
happened.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because the bleep and everything, like it bleeps
Yes.
on the air.
And then his acceptance speech later was like, felt like he was gaslighting all of us. And we were just like, wait, didn't you just slap someone 20 minutes ago? And here you're talking about love. And like, yeah, it was so odd.
oh my
yeah,
god!
like I cannot believe then he won. Like
yeah.
so crazy. Which movie was that?
that was
for?
the tennis one. The
Oh, okay.
the Serena
Yeah, it was really good.
Serena
That
Williams
almost feels
Williams.
like that was more recent than all of that.
I don't know.
But
it was probably 3 or 4 years ago.
I think it was it had to have been 2022 because I was already living here. I was
right.
so
right.
it had to have been the 2022 Oscars. So yeah, like 2.5 years ago.
I know.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
But that never happens at the Emmys.
Right?
Right.
I don't know. The Emmys
Right.
are always good.
Yeah.
My favorite Emmys moment I remember was like it was a few years ago, and it was like an opening, and it was like the stupidest opening ever. Like running around singing a song that had nothing to do with anything, and everyone was like, "What is happening?" And then it was like, "Please welcome Oprah Winfrey."
Oh, that's so funny.
Gag.
That's so funny.
Gag.
Was that the Ariana DeBose moment?
No,
Her hosting?
That was a different
Okay.
one.
Angela Bassett did the thing. Viola Davis, my woman king. Wow. That was last year, I think,
we
right?
quote that all the time with the
really?
cat. Actually, we go
With the cat.
yeah.
What do you mean?
His cat.
Is it Lawrence the cat?
Lawrence the cat.
Oh, okay.
Lawrence the cat, he did the thing.
That's so
Lawrence the
funny.
Yes.
What was the thing that she was even referring to?
I think she just needed something to rhyme with woman king.
Okay.
Yeah.
Angela
You know what I mean?
Bassett.
Did
You know,
the thing.
did the thing.
That was, no, she was in the Wakanda Forever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, she did the thing.
She did
She
the
did the
thing.
thing. Hello.
You know.
Hello.
So
okay,
funny.
wait. Let's talk
Ridiculous.
more about Leah Knauer here because she is on the podcast.
Of course.
So what do you want to do next? What's next? Do you want to just keep riding this stand-up wave because you're really killing it?
Thank you. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, I love performing. I will probably always perform, but I'm ready to be a movie star.
Okay,
T.
work.
Well, you are a
Period.
movie star in my
Thank
eyes.
you. Thanks.
Yeah. So have you done any movies?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Wait, so what movies?
I was in Jay and Silent Bob the reboot.
Okay.
Okay.
And Pink Skies Ahead, which is a movie about mental health. It's a beautiful film. And then a few other, there's Dog Napped Hound for the Holidays, which is like a cute little Christmas movie.
Hello.
T.
Okay, love Christmas.
But Jay and Silent Bob, I tweeted to get into that movie.
Really?
I
What?
tweeted at Kevin Smith for 278 consecutive days to get into his movie.
Whoa.
And it worked.
Whoa.
Isn't that insane?
And what was the what was
This
the
is
response?
unbelievable.
I know.
What was the response from him? Like,
I think he was confused at first, and then it continued. And slowly, I had friends who were working with him, or my friend was his server at a restaurant. So slowly, people in my sphere would start bringing me up to him. And then he'd be like, "Oh, yes, I know Leah Knauer. Yes, she tweets me every day." But he was such a good sport about it. He never blocked me. Literally, people from his old movies started following me and being like, "You have to keep going. This is so funny." It was half a bit, half well, I'm in this. It's been too long. I have
Right.
to keep
Right.
going.
God,
So
and
if
you
you'd-
got into
And
the
I
movie.
got into the
if you
movie.
hadn't gotten to the movie, would you still be tweeting him, asking him to be in the next movie?
That's a great question. Probably. Like, I don't give up.
Yeah, like how long would you have kept this up for?
I almost went a full year.
Wow.
278 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's commitment because the only thing I can do that long is my Duolingo. Okay.
Good for you. I just lost my streak. I'm so sad.
No.
I'm so
I
sad.
would be
It was
heartbroken.
almost 600 days.
Wow.
Thank you
Wait.
for empathizing with that.
Honey, you have Snapchat streaks that are like thousands
true.
of days.
That's
thousands?
Right?
Good for you.
Right?
Not you exposing me on the pod.
How is that
that's
exposing?
impressive.
It's literally people that I don't talk to at all anymore. I have not had a conversation with them in probably
on
7
Snap?
or 8 years. And we have been having a Snapchat streak for thousands of days.
Babe, you got to keep it going.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, but that's the thing. It's like they're not in my life anymore, but like we have a 2,000 plus day streak. I'm not breaking it.
You have
You know
to.
what I mean?
Can I explain and justify the Duolingo thing?
Yeah.
I'm so mad at Duolingo
Ooh.
because I went to New York and I like sometimes I would be out and about. You know, in New York, you're like hardly ever at your home
Of
where
course.
there's Wi-Fi.
Right.
And Duolingo doesn't work when it's not on Wi-Fi. So
Oh.
throughout the day, I would think like, oh, I need to do my Duolingo, but I couldn't do it until I was home. And I would get home at like past midnight. So then it was like, I lost it.
Right.
I'm so upset.
Right.
My God.
I didn't know that it doesn't work on Wi-Fi. That's crazy.
Off Wi-Fi.
Or it doesn't
Yeah.
work off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God, that's heartbreaking.
Duolingo.
I'm really feeling for you here.
Thanks.
Because
Now
it's
I'm back
really
at zero.
I know. It's really important to me, the streak.
I
What
know. I've
language
thought
are
of
you
emailing
learning?
them. What?
Yeah.
What language are you learning?
Je parle français?
Me?
J'ai étudié français pour 3 ans, mais j'ai étudié en Duolingo tous les jours.
Ouais. Je parle français, je suis fluent.
Ouais. Oh, je suis très jalouse. La langue est très jolie.
Ouais.
Ouais.
I'm not that far along.
It's okay.
But Jacob is.
I can't keep up. Wait, so have you been to France? Is
Non,
France like a thing for you?
Je veux voyager à Paris maintenant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You have to go now.
I want to
honey.
go right now. I've never been.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Never
he's
Wow.
never been either. I lived there for 6 months while I was in college. And my God, it was just.
En Paris ou?
No, à Strasbourg, which is in the east. I'm saying it in English.
No, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it. I
It's very
love
weird.
it.
It's in the eastern part, so it's right next to Germany. So like we would literally walk to Germany to get our
No.
groceries because it was cheaper.
That's
and then
so
like walk back to
crazy.
France, which was great. But we were in Paris a lot, yes, and like all over the place. But it was the most magical thing ever. It felt like living. The town was like it felt like living in Beauty and the Beast. Like it was. Absolutely magical, and Paris is just it's like my favorite.
Were people
place.
mean to you in Paris?
No,
That's always what I hear.
Oh no!
No? Okay,
People
that's
aren't
good.
mean. People just are like nonchalant about
Okay.
everything. They're not like really mean. They're more just like they don't really care about anything.
love
so
that.
it's like you like walk into a store and like the shop owner like won't acknowledge you. Until,
Oh my God, that's
like,
my
get there.
dream. I cannot
Yeah.
stand when people talk to me when I'm shopping.
Oh yeah.
This is
I
my
know.
peace. This is my happy place.
Oh honey, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
because
It's such an LA thing, I feel like. They walk in like, I love your top.
Uh-huh.
It's like,
Are you visiting? Where are you from? Can I
like,
help you find anything?
Girl, I'm buying products. Like I'm not here for the social hour. This
No.
isn't the young Hollywood party, okay?
I will leave.
until you're in a place where you actually need help finding something
Yes.
and then there's
Yes.
nobody around.
Just ignore like the fire trucks like going off because they're mad too.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
they're mad too.
They should be.
And I don't think people should be coming up to you in the store
Yes.
and interrupting your experience, which by the way, shopping is very vulnerable. Okay.
Yes.
Tea.
When I'm in a store
Tea.
picking out something, I feel extremely vulnerable. I'm like, is people gonna think I'm stupid for like picking out this pattern or like whatever? And I don't want that to be disturbed because
Yes.
someone comes up to me, I almost jump. Because
Yep.
it's too much.
It also like feels manipulative. It feels dirty. It's like, ooh, you're
Yeah.
trying to get into my psyche because you want like commission or something.
Yes.
Oof.
Yes.
I will
that
actually
sale.
spend more money if you don't bother me. I love when they just say, I'll be here if you need anything. That's all you need to do.
Great.
Diva.
And then like let me pick out my ridiculous floral pattern
Yes.
shirt that nobody's bought in 25 years.
Yes,
That's
as
been
you
sitting
should.
on that same rack
Yes.
for at least 15 years. And I will buy it in peace.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, the LA. I mean, and it's a little different in New York, but I think New York is getting worse. Like New York is becoming more like LA, where people are like, because when you go into the trendy places, they act like they do here. But of course, there's places in New York that are like, been open for 75 years, and they don't do that. But those trendy places in New York really bug me, because I feel like that attitude and that energy should be reserved for Los Angeles and keep it out of my New York City.
Yes. It honestly, it makes me miss walking into Abercrombie where they'd be like, hi, welcome in. And you're like, yes. Don't talk to me. Treat me like a piece of shit.
Are they still around? Are they still around?
They're still
Abercrombie
around.
and
Yeah, but it's all about body positivity now.
Well, that's good.
It is good, but it used to be like,
as someone who was larger in their youth, it used to be very isolating to walk into the Abercrombie.
Or was it Abercrombie or Aeropostale?
Either
I think
one.
they're the same company, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one walking into it was not fun as a child. So I'm glad they've embraced body positivity.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay.
Me too.
making a point here.
Can we talk about musicals?
I was just going to say, I want to talk about musicals.
Do you like musicals too?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite musical?
That was my exact question.
Okay.
Can we do a top 3?
Sure.
Because it's too hard.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, it changes all the time, but my top 3 today is Dear Evan Hansen.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Ooh, I'm intrigued why you were surprised.
Do you like the compulsive liar aspect of it?
I saw Ben Platt in it, and he was just so incredible. I love the story. I don't know what, maybe because I have anxiety, that's why it like affected me.
Yeah.
Just loved Dear Evan Hansen. The music is amazing. Waitress.
Love Waitress.
Yeah.
Love Waitress. And then gosh, third right now it's either Cabaret or Chicago.
Okay. Fun.
Did you see the new revival of Cabaret?
I did with Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Oh my god, it was so good.
You liked it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was amazing.
We had Marsha on the podcast who's in Cabaret.
Oh, cool.
She was on Drag Race, and then she is the understudy for
MC.
the MC.
Oh my gosh, that's
For the cover.
amazing.
So yeah,
But, we didn't see it when we were
Oh, you have to.
those were some expensive tickets. I'll tell you
know.
that.
Yeah, we were a little.
I don't appreciate that
Sweating.
Broadway has gotten so expensive.
It is.
like super, super, super expensive.
Yes.
But what we saw that I really loved was Once Upon a Mattress with Sutton Foster.
Never seen it.
Very good. Very good show.
Very good. It was Sutton Foster and Michael Urie were the
Ooh,
two
wow.
leads. And I was laughing from start to finish.
Really?
It was so well performed. I loved the songs in it. Because I had never seen it or heard of it before we went. We went like a few weeks ago. When we were in New York. And it was so good that I was like, wait, this might like just have cracked into my top level. Because my top was always Wicked, right?
Okay.
Like, it was always
Classic.
Wicked, because I did see the original cast.
Okay.
We only mentioned this on like every episode.
Yeah, we
of
talk
As
about
you
Wicked
should.
like
it's
every
like
week.
it's my one flex that I have in my life.
That's awesome.
So,
It's not true. You have plenty of flexes.
That's funny. Well, I don't mean to brag, but I saw the Shrek original cast.
Okay,
so
word.
Love that. I think I did as well. I think I saw the
Did you
original
really?
cast. Of
I mean,
Shrek
it's
as well.
Sutton Foster.
Yeah, I mean, it was also
Yeah.
only on Broadway for like not even 2 years, so it was like
Limited edition.
yeah.
Honestly,
but
I
couldn't
loved
be
it.
watched forever on Disney Plus or whatever.
Yes.
One of the streamers.
Yes.
Netflix maybe
Yes.
has,
And I loved
has
it.
the Shrek the musical.
Did you see The Outsiders when you were in New York?
Did not. No. Did
We
you
saw
see that?
6 and we saw Once Upon a Mattress.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 is good. I saw it at the Pantages.
Okay.
Me too.
But
and then yeah.
I need a narrative, personally.
Oh.
For that
It was
Outsiders?
very like for 6. It was just like a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is cool. It was
Yes.
very well done, but I'm like, I need a story.
Yeah, 6. Well, listen, I think on Broadway it was a little lackluster, to be honest.
Really?
They weren't as clean. They weren't as like
No.
together.
Oh,
which is
bummer.
surprising.
Yeah.
'Cause it's Broadway, but they were actually more with it on the tour, I felt.
So you saw both? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And there was one girl who was actually in both. Like she was in it on the tour.
Was
and
it
then-
Gabriella?
Oh, I don't remember her name.
Okay.
It was the girl who played Anne Boleyn.
Okay, I'm not sure.
So But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we thought of 6. And then the time before we saw Sweeney Todd with Sutton Foster and Aaron Tveit.
Yes.
Which,
Whoa.
Yes, that was good. And Joe Locke.
Oh my God,
And
I'm
Joe
so
Locke, yes.
jealous.
Yes. Yeah, that was pretty good.
okay, wait, but The Outsiders,
So good.
it was good.
So good.
Interesting. I isn't that the one? Correct me if I'm wrong,
Uh-huh.
but isn't that the one that is just about like kind of the hot men? Right?
It's more than that.
Okay.
So when I went into it, that is what I was expecting.
Right.
I wasn't expecting much. Also, it's like a musical, no offense, about boys. I was like, I don't know if I'll really connect with this, but I
Right.
do
Of
love
course.
the book. But then
Honey,
I
I wouldn't
saw
connect
it.
with it either.
Oh my!
Don't-
it was so good. Did you read the book?
No, I don't know anything
I
about
did.
that.
I had to read
Okay.
it in school,
Yep.
and we watched the movie in school as well.
Yep.
Okay.
And all I remember is seeing Rob Lowe's Little Tush. That is what I
So
remember.
even then, it
in
was
the
about
movie.
the hot men.
Yeah.
Are there tushies on Broadway?
What?
Are there tushies on Broadway?
No tushies.
Oh, no tushies.
But shirtless.
Okay.
Shirtless guys.
Yeah.
Their harmonies were so beautiful. Their voices were incredible. And
Okay.
like seeing these sexy men be so vulnerable, like the characters were so good. It was, yeah, I was surprised how much I loved it. I cried twice.
Interesting.
Well, now I know why the women love it. It's sexy men being vulnerable.
Yes. What else do you want? Yeah.
Something that never happens in the real world.
Facts.
You know?
It was so good. Wait, did you say your top 3?
I did not. Ugh, this is so hard for me because
know.
I have such a deep lexicon up in here.
Oh God.
But
he really. It's too much sometimes.
no. Okay, so I think that and I've settled on this, is that I think my favorite musical of all time is always going to be A Chorus Line. Now, the reason for that is because I think that
you
it
to
is.
He had an
explain it.
essay ready.
It's
Yeah.
so. First of all, I think the music in the show is beautiful. The story of the way that the show is created is also beautiful. It's all true stories from people that were professional dancers in New York City auditioning for Broadway shows over and over and over again. And they went essentially into this like professional dance class. And they were really all like a community of people, and they sat around in a circle and recorded a tape, and this was in the 70s, and everybody kind of told their story, and then that became like the musical, and then a lot of those people were the original roles on Broadway.
I did not know
which
this
is very
part.
cool. There's
that
a
makes it
great
cooler.
documentary about it. I do not remember the name of the documentary right now, but there's a great documentary about the creation of the show, and then that documentary was also following the revival, which was in like 2005 or 6, somewhere in there, which I saw on Broadway when I was really little. So it was like one of the first shows that I've ever seen. Talking about. Let me talk. Let me talk,
I
Jacob.
didn't say anything. I said nothing.
And so that is. I just love that show, and I love like everything that it stood for, like the working actor kind of thing, and highlighting what it is to like be in that world. So that's my number 1, I think. Number 2 for me is probably Cats.
Interesting choice.
And the reason for that is because it is such a spectacle. Like it is dance, it is music, the costumes are gorgeous, the like individuality of every character while still being like a unified group is so amazing to me. The scenic design, absolutely gorgeous.
So he majored in lighting design in college.
Yes.
So he's
So-
very into like how the sets are designed and all the lighting.
That's
and
very
my major
cool.
wasn't just lighting design, it was design for theater, so like theatrical design. So
Wow.
I had to do costume design classes, lighting design, scenic design classes, sound projection design, all that stuff. So I do always really respond to that. But like, so for me, I could you've opened a can of
I
worms.
love this. This is my favorite thing to talk
God.
about.
For me, like I have to be able to separate the two, right? Because like a chorus line, very simple set, right? It's just a stage. Usually there's like a line on the stage and like that's it. Sometimes there's a mirrors and the drop, right? But then there's a musical like Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, which was on Broadway when I was in college. The most beautiful set design I've ever seen in my entire life, but not the most amazing like show. Like it's a great show. It's a great show, but it's not like top,
Okay.
Um,
Wait, what did you think of Cats the movie?
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Horrible.
Hated it.
Oh.
Terrible.
So bad that it was good though, right? Or just bad? Just bad?
So for
I enjoyed
me,
the mess.
I did enjoy the mess. What made me so angry about it was that there are people that went to that movie thinking, I don't know what this show is. I don't know what Cats is. And now they think that that's Cats.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's so not true to like what the show actually is. And it bothers me that there's people in the world that think that that's what it is.
What about it do you say that's not what it is? The CGI?
The CGI, they completely like messed up the intention of the story, really, at the end of the day. Like making it a competition. Like there's this whole thing about it's a competition to like win the like afterlife. Like that's not the point of the show.
Yeah.
Like they're not trying to like compete to die. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Also James Corden.
Yeah. Made that character like they fucked with all of the intentions of the characters too. Like Bombalurina, which is what Taylor Swift played. Like she's not this in the movie. She's like an evil like henchman for McCavity, who's like also not really a villain. Like in the musical, they just fucked with the story like to the point where it was no longer recognizable to me.
I really admire your passion.
Yeah. And these are only my top two.
Okay, we'll be right back with Leah Knauer right after this. All right, and we're back with Leah Knauer, and Larry has to give us his third top music
All right,
I'll be
as
super
requested.
quick. I'll be super quick.
Please don't. I love the rant.
I feel like the 3 spot is kind of a toss up for like whatever I love at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yes.
In a more permanent way, I really do love In the Heights. I think In the Heights is better than Hamilton.
Whoa.
That is my
okay.
opinion. And I think many musical theater lovers would agree.
Really? Did you like the movie of that?
I did.
I did too.
I thought it was beautiful. Also, like I do love Wicked. I'm gonna love the Wicked movie. It's gonna be incredible. We're gonna do a whole episode on it.
I'm sure we will. We're very ready for that.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, I just like that show. I just think that it's smart, and I think the story is smart, and the characters are deep and rich, and it's catchy. You know, so.
Speaking of deep and rich, Leah, you are a social media star.
Oh, love that segue. Yes, thank you.
How did you get into the social media? Because you have now been breaking out and finding like real fame through social media, which is like unbelievable. Like,
Thank you.
Not many people like just start with social media and like, get big off of that. Like, what was that process like?
What's funny is I resisted it for so long.
Yeah.
And I did not want to do it. Then, well, obviously the pandemic, we're all on our phones more. So it's like, okay, maybe I'll embrace it a little bit more. But really what did it was the strikes. The strikes and, the strikes. And then I got dropped by my manager.
Oh.
And that was a huge catalyst because it was like, I just felt so defeated, so rejected. I don't know if that's happened to you or if you understand that process, but it's like someone that I was with for 5 years, we were friends, and then it was just done in a 5-minute call.
Right.
Maybe that.
Right.
And it's like a breakup, where you're like, I was so blindsided. So then my boyfriend is very sweet and very helpful and like my biggest fan. And he was like, okay, what are we going to do about it? So I was like, okay, I tweeted at Kevin Smith for 278 days.
Yeah.
I've seen firsthand the power of social media.
Yeah.
It's like, and I came to terms in my mind with, okay, it's just another way to perform. It's another way to make fans, to connect with people all over the world. So I'm going to start performing in that way. And I started manifesting SNL, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And that was when I started posting celebrity impressions. And then from that, it's now grown to like other satire, comedy videos, outfit videos. I'm just like expressing myself and being myself. And it's really cool to see success come from it.
No, truly, like how often do I go to
very
look
often.
at this sketch or whatever Leah just did?
Yeah.
When the one that's sticking out in my mind is when you did the ray gun impression.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is that so odd that that's the one that sticks out?
Yes.
but like
so funny.
because you were like the first person I saw who did that.
Oh,
I
that's
think.
so funny.
That just really made me cackle.
Ray gun.
Yeah.
I do. I cackle
character,
at
Ray
your,
Gun.
at your
Wow.
videos.
Oh, I know, right? I
did-
still don't know. Was that a bit? Was that like
I think it was.
it
yeah.
was?
a bit?
I think she was, if I'm not mistaken, and knowing me, I could be very mistaken.
Very mistaken.
I think she said something about that it was like a call for like diversity and break. It was like she was doing it for a cause so that she would like to have a platform to speak about different things like
Okay.
that. And so that was the message she put out after. But like, who really knows if that's
And I think they pulled
true.
breakdancing from the Olympics like after that happened.
Oh, did
Wait.
they?
Pretty sure.
Wait, it's no longer going to
Work.
be a sport?
Pretty sure.
She ended breakdancing
That's-
at the
that's
Olympics.
sad,
I mean, that's
though.
fierce.
But how-
no,
how-
that's
Oh,
not
it's
sad.
sad.
That's fierce.
It's
No,
sad.
it's
Just think of
sad.
all the people that do take it really seriously and are really good, but then we're all talking about Ray Gun.
How does somebody that's like that bad at it like get to the Olympics? though?
Right.
Well, my theory
Like, there's-
is that she wasn't bad at it, and then
You're like an actual fan of Ray Gun.
no. Yeah, I think she wasn't bad at it, and then she got there and did that intentionally. I think that was an intentional move.
I respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
I think
You can disrespectfully disagree.
I
too.
disrespectfully disagree. I think that she found some kind of loophole. Maybe there's not a lot of people in her country that
Right.
were auditioning. Auditioning. I don't know. What do you do for the Olympics? Everything's an
Hi.
audition to
Right,
me.
they had a lot of
I'm
they had a lot of
5'7".
rehearsals to get ready
5'6".
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Willing to shave.
Yeah. I will do full nudity.
Yeah.
This is the Olympics.
Yeah. Wait, we got into another Olympic sport that was so fascinating. It was another new one. It was the boats.
Canoe cross.
Kayak
Kayak
cross.
cross.
Kayak cross. Did you
What's
see
that?
that one?
No, what's that?
Oh my God, they launched 3 kayakers off a platform.
Sometimes 4. Sometimes 4.
into like rapids, and they have to turn upside down.
It's a course though.
Yeah.
It's like man-made, but like they have to like
They have to like turn upside down. They like have to shove into each other to get around the posts or whatever. It was absolutely bonkers, and it's like that's what we love. We love when it's quirky. We love when they're like weird
Yes.
Yeah, it's like you discover sports where you're like, people do that. People train to do
I know.
that.
even the rock climbing, which we got really into, like is just so crazy that's like a full-on sport. It's very cool.
Yeah.
But it's like the speed climbing. Did you?
They were
did
so
you see-
fast. Yes, I know
Oh
what you're
my
talking
God, we
about.
They
loved
looked
it.
like
Insane.
spider monkeys, like climbing up the thing, like
Yes.
in like 2 seconds. It was ridiculous.
I know, but I famously, of course, have wanted to get into curling.
Famously.
yes.
Famously
Yes,
have
true.
wanted to get into curling.
We'll get into it.
I know. I've actually, what's so funny is my dad literally yesterday sent me a text with like links to like LA curling clubs.
Oh, that's so
and
cute.
stuff.
You should do
So I'm like,
that.
I should
Jacob.
do it. I'm
What-
like, I'm in my era of just doing new things.
In my
and
curling
trying
era.
new things.
What is it about it that you really like?
I just that was always my favorite one to watch when the Winter Olympics were on. I love it.
It's like intense mopping.
I think it's the fast, hand moving motion that I'm really into.
Okay.
But no, I thought I just think it's so fascinating, and that you can do it at any age and like any ability,
so
like
funny.
and so like I'm like if it's more of a precision thing, like I feel like I could, but I feel like I could do that, like because
Okay.
there's so many of them I watch where I'm like. I can't do that.
This
like,
is so niche.
the
I love it.
Gymnastics when they're like flipping on the
I know,
rings
it's
and shit.
crazy.
I'm like, I can't fucking do that.
Would
Like,
you be the ice cleaner or would you be the pusher?
I feel like I would be the pusher. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
I feel like I could really lock down that pose and like fully like just push it out perfectly so that it hits the
Wow.
opponent's stones and gets directly where it needs to be. That's right. I know the terms.
Yeah.
The terms.
He said
I-
the stones.
That's right, honey. I could nail those stones, honey.
I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to watch your curling journey.
Like, what if I become an Olympian? Like, that's where I'm at in my life right now. I could
could.
be an Olympian.
I didn't say you couldn't.
I mean, that what's his name is now a Dancing with the Star.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Steven Nadarozic.
Oh my God,
the
love
pommel
him.
horse
You
guy.
watch Dancing with the Stars?
I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
but
like
it's
here
on-
and there, little.
Yeah,
little
it's on.
clips.
I see
Shout
the
out to
clips.
Steffi Chica, who
Yeah,
is
well,
a dancer
Stephanie
now.
Sosa is her-
Stephanie Sosa, sorry.
Her Instagram is Steffi Chica.
We just call
Oh,
it Steffi Chica.
I do that.
She is a dancer now on Dancing with the Stars. So.
That's
Yes,
so
and her brother
cool.
Ezra is a pro.
Oh
as
yes,
well.
he's paired with Anna
So-
Delvey.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's
Do
with
you
Anna Delvey.
do you do an Anna Delvey?
That's it on a Delvin. No, not really. I mean, I could. I would
You're
have to
so
hear her
stupid.
first. You're so stupid. What's that one thing
I
she
don't
said?
want to talk about the wire transfer.
I'm VIP.
What is it?
I'm VIP.
Yes.
The iPad.
If I heard her, I could for sure do it.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how a felon. She's a felon, right?
Right.
She's
She
a
is a
convicted
felon, yes.
right?
Convicted.
Well, I guess we live in a country where a convicted felon could be president.
They can do
but,
anything.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how she is allowed to compete.
Well, she has her ankle monitor on.
But doesn't that mean you can't leave the house? Or is it like if for work?
I think
she has
she got
special
special permission to
permission.
go to those confined spaces. Like the ankle monitor will work in those confined
Wow.
spaces.
But are we really in such a place as a society where we are uplifting felon? She stole a lot of
Clearly
money.
we are, because
But
one
she
of them is
stole
the
a lot-
nominee for president
Yeah.
of a
Yeah.
political party.
But I
So-
guess she stole money from the rich. So it's
right.
some people, I guess, see her as
Some people
this
like
hero.
that. Yeah.
She stole money from rich
right,
people.
she's like the Robin Hood of crime, I guess.
It's always been a little odd to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
also an artist.
Have you seen her art? Have you seen her art?
I haven't. Is it good?
Oh, well, if you watch episode 2 of Owning Manhattan
Yeah.
on Netflix.
It's a show I created and developed. At
Really?
World of Wonder, and
she's in it?
Yes. Well,
She's not in it, but
she's
her
not in
art
it, but
is
her
featured.
she's friends with one of the people who is in it, and her art is featured at one
Did
of
she
their...
make it in prison or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She must have.
I mean, that's
because-
kind of cool.
It's
Yeah.
it's I think the word
Souvenir.
for it is rudimentary.
okay.
I think that's a good word for it.
I want to see it.
Yeah. So.
Shading Anna Delvey on
No.
the
I
pod.
love Anna Delvey. We love
Rudimentary.
you. Anna Delvey, if you get special permission to come
here to
Let's
the
Talk
studio.
About
There you go.
We'll
Love
have
you.
you on.
Yes.
Anything you want to talk about in our last few minutes here? Anything
Yeah.
irking you, grinding your gears, anything you're passionate about in this moment?
Well, we did just have a full moon. So
Oh.
it wouldn't be a podcast with Leah Knauer if she didn't talk about manifesting.
Talk
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
I
Wait.
wanna
So are
know
you
what to
into the
manifest.
astro? Are
I'm
you?
so into that
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Can I guess your signs?
Yes.
Okay. You're giving Leo.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
don't
not.
tell me. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Scorpio.
No.
Okay. Shit. Are you Taurus?
No.
Damn. Okay, I'm out. Wait, let me try you.
Okay.
Gemini.
No.
Leo.
No.
Ah.
This is going great.
Wow.
Should we tell you?
Aquarius.
No.
Damn.
Close,
Okay. What
close,
are
though,
you guys?
Close though.
What are you?
So I'm an Aries,
And I'm a Sag.
Oh.
but
Oh,
but I
okay.
have a Libra moon and Aquarius rising.
And
Okay. So I picked up in your Aquarius.
Yeah.
I have a Scorpio moon and Taurus rising.
Okay. I literally
did say
named
s-
two
Yeah,
of your big
that's true.
three.
Yeah,
That's
true.
true.
You
That's
did
true.
name two of the big three.
What am I?
I don't know. I don't know this as well. But
Wait, when's
let's
your
see.
birthday?
What are all of them?
I know that. That's so
Um,
funny.
Honestly, you give me Scorpio energy a little bit.
Really? I get more of a Virgo energy. Is that good? I think that's good.
I mean, they're all good. There's good things about all of them.
Okay.
I
You're
could
both
also-
horribly wrong.
I could
Oh.
also see you as an Aquarius, maybe.
Capricorn.
no.
Should I just name all of them?
Yeah.
Cancer.
Go ahead.
Leo.
Gemini.
Yes, you got it.
Oh my God! First try,
try.
unbelievable! And we'll go in and edit it. So that was the first
Yeah, that was the
try.
first
one.
Yeah, that's where great.
Yeah. Well, you're a performer, so I was like, you were giving me Leo or Gemini, but you're also very charismatic, so I thought you were Leo.
Oh, thank
But
you.
I also got a little rebel energy from you, which was the Aquarius.
Yes, he is the rebel.
I'm so
Sure.
rebellious.
He is.
I'm just always rebelling.
It's true.
What did I say yours were? Taurus.
Taurus,
Which I was-
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have a
yeah.
Scorpio vibe.
Interesting.
A little mysterious.
Oh,
So
thank you.
what about this moment, about this full moon is important?
Very powerful time to manifest. I mean,
Just
I think
every
it's,
full moon?
this specific one. It was
Okay.
a full harvest moon
It was a
and a
big
lunar
one.
eclipse.
I saw it the other night.
Yeah.
I was on the 101
Ooh.
and I saw it, and it was like I was like, it looked like a movie shot
Yes.
of the moon. You know,
Yes.
it wasn't like it was like a special moon.
I
Okay.
love the moon so much.
Okay, word.
I'm
Miss
such a
Moon.
witch. I love
Miss
it.
Moon.
Oh my god,
It's so beautiful.
Wait, so are you a witch?
I'm a witch.
I love that.
Thanks.
I love that so much.
So what does that
you.
what does that mean in the modern era?
Sure. I mean, it's different for each person.
Okay.
But to me, I believe in the powers of the universe and the power of the spirit, and that we're all way more powerful than we believe, and that you can use your thoughts to control things and your life. And it's all about do no harm and do good and treat people kindly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a coven?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Well, you have one now. Huh?
Yes!
The coven is here. Assemble.
But I do think of like my social media followers as like it's our little group, and I love asking them like on little questions that they fill out, on the story, like what are we manifesting right now, and
Okay.
like working together. Because I had a podcast, Basic Witches, for like 5 years, so a lot of those people follow me. But yeah,
Love that.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
what kind of stuff did you talk about on that podcast?
so much manifesting, female empowerment, personal empowerment.
We love female
Magic.
empowerment here
Yes.
in LTAD, honey.
Oh, yeah. I
As
mean,
as two biological women,
Right.
Of course.
Of
love
course.
empowering.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it lifts up everyone.
Lift up our sisters.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, we had some awesome guests. Tommy Chong, Margaret Cho.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
fun. Yeah.
It was really
Love
cool.
Margaret
Tommy
Cho.
Chong. What a riot.
It was awesome. It was awesome. But yeah, like I feel like my mission in life is to inspire people to go after their dreams. And that came to me because I almost died when I was 18 from drinking twice in the
Wow.
same month.
Oh my gosh.
So when I was in rehab for like 30 days. And when I was there, I was just dreaming of living in Los Angeles and just dreaming of like one day I'm going to get to be an actor and this is all going to be behind me. And yeah, so I personally live with intention to inspire people to like life is fucking short, go
Yeah.
after what you want, tweet at your favorite director, show up on social media, like
Yeah.
ask for what you want, and like be a good person and inspire people, because that's how people will remember you, because we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
my God. I have chills.
Grab it by the
I
balls.
have chills on the pod.
Did you move to LA like right after that experience?
Right after.
Wow.
So it was like
Yeah.
really a life-changing experience. where you're
Life-changing.
Like, I'm gonna switch it all up
Yeah,
and
I
move
was
out here.
I was in Colorado for college and I was fucking miserable, clearly.
okay.
And then I went to rehab for 30 days in Pennsylvania, one of the best rehabs in the country. I'm not trying to brag.
Hello.
Hello.
We love you, rehab. We love you.
Like all the celebs were there.
They have been there. And then I moved to New York for 3 months. That was like my trial period to show my parents like I'm not an alcoholic. I just was really miserable and not doing healthy stuff. And then moved to LA when I was 19, started stand up when I was 19, and here we are years later.
Yeah.
Why didn't you stay in New York? Like, what was the difference between here and there for you?
I've always wanted to be in LA.
Work.
Yeah, film and TV. Also, like I'm from Philly, so moving to New York didn't feel like that
Yes.
crazy, you
Yes,
know?
I get
It's like
that.
I think I
had
wanted
that
to get
same,
away.
That same experience
Yeah.
growing up in New Jersey. It was like
Yeah.
moving to New York is like, why?
Yeah.
You know, like it's like you got to go somewhere more
Yes.
adventurous
Yes.
with your life.
And the weather.
Yes, my God.
I can't do
Love it.
winters anymore.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Okay, wait. I want to end with something silly after
Okay.
that incredibly inspiring and serious segment we just
Okay.
did. A recent interview with you has informed me that
no.
that your grandmother
Okay.
played the musical Saw.
Yes.
Okay, can we talk about this for a second?
Please, isn't that so cool?
Can you explain to me what the musical Saw is?
Excellent question. It's literally a saw, like a construction saw. You hold it between your knees, and then you hold the tip of the saw. You curve it this way, and then bend the tip, so it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have a violin bow.
Yeah.
Not on the rigid side, but on the smooth side.
Uh-huh.
You go you bounce. It's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Whoa.
It's like an exercise. You bounce your legs, and then you go like this with the violin. You like you're doing a cello, and then
Yeah.
it makes a sound. No joke. It's like like a ghost.
And she performed with Liberace. Oh my God.
What? Isn't that badass? It was on the Michael Douglas show, and I've tried to find a taping of it, and I can't find it. I want to find that.
You know what, listeners, if you are watching this on YouTube or listening on any platform at Let's Talk About That Pod, please find us a clip of Leah's grandmother playing the musical Saw with Liberace on the Michael Douglas show.
Iconic.
That's incredible.
Also, her name was Lena Knauer, who I was named after. My parents, bless them, they did not want to call me Lena, and I love them for that.
Yeah.
So I got Leah. But it's like so cool that I was named after her, and then I ended up being a performer.
Yeah.
Did she ever teach you how to play the musical Saw?
I don't remember if I met her.
Oh,
to be
okay.
honest.
Okay,
Yeah, it was like my great grandmother.
Yeah.
Your great-grandmother,
But she was like famous in Knauer Town in Pennsylvania.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Knauer Town.
Knauer
That
Town.
is
It's a real
so
town.
fabulous.
It's our town.
Wait,
My
what?
family doesn't own. My family doesn't own the town. I don't remember the exact history of it. I know it's crazy, right? Yeah, Knauer
Wait,
Town.
you're from Knauer
I'm
Town?
not from Knauer Town, but there is Knauer Town in Pennsylvania, and that was where she would play at St. Petersburg Village. She was iconic.
But like the
Yeah,
the town,
queen.
So, but does the town like have connections to your family?
Yes.
Like they created the town?
Yes,
Whoa.
that's why I
I'm
wanted.
so blown away.
Thank you. That's why I wanted to keep my last name.
Yes.
A lot of people were like, "Ooh, Knauer. Like, what are you going to change your name to?" It's like, no, like Knauer. We have
Yeah.
a lot of history. I want to like.
This is
Hold that.
unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean,
Thanks.
what a joy it has been to have you here on Let's Talk About That. We've
Thank
talked about
you.
so many things today. We've talked about witching. We've talked about
Musical theater.
Mm-hmm.
musical improv. We've talked about shopping at stores and not being disturbed.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Made
this
you guys
is-
do Beastie Rap.
Yes, my God, this is.
What
I
a
couldn't have
journey.
asked for anything better.
Aw.
Truly.
Yeah, we love you so much.
I
Thanks
love
for
you
coming
guys.
on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
So, where can the people find you on social media?
Find me on TikTok and Instagram at Leah Knauer, or subscribe to my email newsletter
Oh,
at my website,
I know, we gotta
get
www.leahknauer.com. Get on there. Yeah.
perfect.
Great.
And you can find us on TikTok and Insta at Let's Talk About That Pod, on YouTube at Let's Talk About That Pod. And
if you have a question or comment, you can email us at let's talk about that pod at gmail.com.
very branded here. We're very
Yeah.
branded.
We love.
Leah, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, merci beaucoup.
Oh, de
Yes.
rien.
Oh, she also spoke French.
Let me say from the bottom of my heart, mon cœur, de rien.
Zut alors.
Okay, we'll see you next week on
Let's Talk About
That.
Au revoir.